we are here with the one, the only Tom Schwartz. I'm so excited to have you here. How has life since Vanderpump Rules been treating you?
Well, of course, the ending was bittersweet. Not bitter, but just kind of sad. It was the end of an era, and that was my life, That was my LA family, and I think, I think it was the right decision. But of course, it's kind of sad, and I feel like the whole generation of people kind of grew up with us too, as I've experienced being in the bars. TomTom, Schwartz and Sandy's, R.I.P. It's in a better place now. Not that sad, it's gone. No, I just was like, it's cool because, being in the bars, I was in there like 4 or 5 nights a week a lot of the time, and I'm getting to experience these beautiful life moments from people who grew up watching our show. How many people came into TomTom and Schwartz and Sandy's in the past 5 years? They're like, we just got engaged, we met because we loved your show, or it's like stuff like that. And it's just, I've helped people propose at the bars to
fun.
People. I've had a lot of divorce parties too, which I've hosted.
You get it all.
Yeah, no, but it's been really fun and just. I feel really lucky.
I feel like fans have definitely been more open to seeing you on the Valley than, say, Lala and Sheena. What do you think about that? Does that surprise you at all?
I think it came from, sometimes they were a bit harsh with their feedback, not so constructive. We will ban the show. But I think they're just worried about it becoming Vanderpump Rules 2.0, and it won't ever do that. It's its own thing, its own entity. It's apples and oranges, and I don't think people have to worry about it becoming Vanderpump Rules 2.0.
Right.
It just has its own pulse and its own life, and it's very different. I love those two, so of course I just watched our last night's episode, and Lala's on there, and I'm friends with Lala. I like seeing them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, but I get it. I think it comes because people really dig the show, The Valley, and they want to keep it The Valley.
Right.
But I don't think they have to worry about that.
Right. I mean, I love to see crossovers.
Yeah.
So that's me personally.
Me too. I love crossovers. So I'm a fan of seeing them on the show. I think they're great and they're entertaining, and they're my friends, but I also think they're very entertaining on television.
Yes.
Not everyone agrees with me.
We're seeing a lot of really tough stuff with Jax. Do you think that rehab and sobriety has changed him? And if so, what differences are you seeing?
I wouldn't say it's changed him. But I think it's a step in the right direction. He has and he'll be the first to tell you this, he has some deep-rooted mental health issues. He's really got some demons that he's got to learn how to wrestle or tame. And I think, he's at least from what I see, he's putting in the work. He's been sober 201 days and everything, but he still has a long way to go. Progress, not perfection, as they say. But I don't know. I from what I see, it seems on the surface that he is making some progress, doing better, or at least trying. But then I talk to the people that are closest to him, and they have a completely different story. They're like, he hasn't changed at all. So I guess sometimes I'm just left wondering, but I don't want to lose hope.
Right.
Yeah, eternal optimist. I'm not losing hope.
Exactly.
But I'm still holding accountability, but not losing hope.
Well, you were with Jax in this week's episode when he was served the divorce papers.
Hi, Mr. Kachi?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Kachi, you've been served.
Oh, yeah, this is for,
I just watched it.
Okay.
So it's so fresh, and I lived it, but I don't know. It was a surreal moment.
Yeah.
Heavy and heartfelt. I'm glad I was there. I feel like I kind of put Jax at ease. He knows I do hold him accountable, but I'm also in that moment, I was listening and trying to not judge and just break the news to him easily. I had no idea that was coming. And I guess as good as getting served can be, it went as good as can be. Yeah, but it was very just raw and real.
Right. And you kind of put on your legal hat because you were explaining what each point was.
Expeditiously. I love that word when it comes to divorce.
Minimal cost to both parties. Dude, this is great.
That's great, right? I like the amicably part, and I like the not.
Expeditiously and out of court is huge. In terms of divorces, that's a love letter.
No, I'm no expert in divorce, and I was very fortunate to have an amicable, respectful one with Katie, who I love very much. Shout out to Katie. This one's a little more complicated, a lot more complicated.
For sure.
And I'm just trying to be there for both of them as much as I can be. But it was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was awkward, but yeah.
You mentioned before, I love your friendship with Katie. I think you
Thanks.
guys are such great friends. And I mean, even watching over Vanderpump, I always enjoyed watching you guys together. Have you met her new boyfriend? What do you think of him?
Nick?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, according to Katie, I have a man crush on him, which is really weird, and it's not true. But I think it was an admiration. He's a rock star, literally a rock star, and I just like seeing Katie happy. I genuinely, that's coming right from my heart. I mean that with all of my heart and soul. I like seeing Katie happy, and she seems really happy.
Vanderpump Rules is getting a whole new cast, and people have already spotted them filming outside of STIR. Since you're close with Lisa, what do you know about the new cast, and will we be seeing you make a cameo?
Okay. She's been mum about it, but I've talked to her about it, like how she's feeling about it and everything, and she's like, genuinely, I'm not just saying this because I'm part of it and my name's on it. I feel like that it's never gonna be Vanderpump Rules. Like you just can't recreate that magic, but it's its own thing. I think they found their version of lightning in a bottle again. They found a cast that all actually works there, knows each other, has like real, authentic relationships with one another. Also, maybe I don't know if they all sleep together like we did, but hopefully
one
for
could
the
only
viewers, one can only hope. No, honestly, I'm gonna watch it. Are you gonna watch it?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm totally gonna watch it, and I'm gonna go in there and probably fangirl out.
Yeah.
Be like, I remember my first TV show. You know what I mean? It's like, no, they came in. Some of the cast came into TomTom before they started filming this season, which I think they're close to wrapping, and they were just like, "Do you have any advice for us? What should we do?" I just said, just be authentic. Don't come on with a preconceived notion of who you want to be. Like, don't create a character or a legend in your own mind.
Right.
Just be raw and real, off the cuff. Don't like self-script.
Right.
Just don't be contrived.